Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Looking a little bit to see what the pre-market has got going. See what the pre-market. I know I'm a little early, but I wanted to make sure that I gave chance for YouTube and for Facebook and for Twitter to make sure that it brought the people to the call. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, all the people. Hello, all the people. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, looks like this is a one that's gapped down. AstraZeneca. Something must have happened in the AstraZeneca world in the pre-market. They're down at 83, 86. They closed yesterday at 85. Closed at 85. Now we're down to 83. Looks like Tesla is gapping up this morning. It is at 224 and some change, almost at 225 this morning. So it's gapping up. This is good for those who are in Tesla trades. Me in the Tesla trade. This is good stuff. Yeah. Let's look at Nvidia though. Nvidia, having a little more struggles on the struggle bus, as they would say. Mm-hmm. This is Nvidia over here to the right. Down at 104 and some change right now in the pre-market. Sheesh. Y'all see this downwards ride that Nvidia's on? Definitely going downwards in force at this point. Let me see which one of these I need to turn off so I can turn off those blocks. Not that one. I don't want the blocks. There we go. Coolly. Well, AstraZeneca, Nvidia, what's AMD looking like? AMD, hopefully you're not having the same. Well, it look about like that chart looks almost the same as Nvidia's chart, except for yesterday for AMD was an inside day. Inside day meaning we need to see what happens going upwards. It was up yesterday. See if what happens going upwards where you got calls above this 143 or going downwards where you got puts below the 138. But in the pre-market, looks like we below the below. Oh Lord, no. It's like we're below the below on as far as market's going to open in a minute, literally 1 minuto. 1 minute. Is it minuto? Yes, it's a minuto. 1 minuto. Market is ding. This start will come on and populate. Come on, buddy. We don't have to worry about that though. We got more ways to see what we need to see. This was AMD we were looking at the open. It's there. Nvidia got everybody and their mama taking profit. You listen, people who ain't even got trades taking profit in Nvidia. People who don't even. This is AstraZeneca. They opened up way down yonder, way down here. Let's see. SPX gonna be on the right. Maybe at SPZ, not the right one. We need SPX. Good morning, Janae. Okay, so you can see that screen that says continue, but I cannot. Oh, no, it's on the wrong screen. That's why you cannot. It's on my main screen. Ah la la. Okay. AstraZeneca. It's hit the, opened up and falling down some more. Wow, no. AstraZeneca must have had some news. AZN must have had some news about one of their drugs. Something must have happened. Right? Let's go over here I'm going to take us to a 5-minute chart on SPX. so we can see how we're opening up. Definitely up here in the supply area, hanging out. Actually, it says equilibrium is at the gray. If you weren't on our call, if you aren't in the charting challenge, we talked about the smart money concepts indicator the other day, and supply zone, support areas, resistance, supply, demand. We talked about all this the other day. So if this is stuff you like, I don't know what you're talking about, then you ought to have your body in the charting challenge. Hey, Stacy. Hey, Janae. Hey, Tanya. Good morning, Jamie. You ought to be in the charting challenge. You can go over to Educator to Trader and get registered. Today, we're going to meet again, and we're talking gaps this evening. We're going to talk gaps this evening. All right, let's see what's happening. The world. The VIX is up. Good old VIX is up over 20. VIX going up means there's a little movement going down generally, right? That's generally what that means. Yahoo Finance. Private payrolls post smallest growth since January 2021. The market shouldn't cheer a larger rate cut in September. NASDAQ futures slide after more soft jobs data, while Harris is splitting with some of Biden's capital gains plans. We'll see how that plays out. It's just a watch and see. August private payrolls rose by 99,000, the smallest gain since 2021, and far below estimates. Layoffs jumped in August, while hiring in 2024 is at a historic low. Ooh. Volvo Cars cut margin and revenue aims after ditching electric vehicle target. They ditching the electric vehicles or the electric vehicle target? I know it says target, but like, did they decide we done with this? We done with this. NASDAQ falls for a third day as tech selling continues. Investors weigh economic data. Let's look here at the economic data that just came in this morning, or it came in at 8:30. Perhaps we'll look at it. If it decides it wants to refresh, while that's doing its thing, we go over here. Maybe. Oh my goodness, what are we doing? Okay. No reason to wait for stuff that don't want to play right. Thank you, Ward. Yeah, yesterday I gave the students a quiz at the end of class, which we will do that. Man, I might start putting the quiz at the beginning of class. But I gave the quiz at the end of class, and I'm not one who really, pushes the students on a time. I would want to give them the time they need. But I mean, it was literally 4 questions, and even not even 4 hard questions. And it was after 9:30. I gave them the quiz at maybe 10 or 5 minutes to 9. So it really should have been 15, 20 minutes at the most. A couple kids took like 30, 35 minutes. I was like, are you serious though? Shouldn't be taking that long. What this says though is that you've got people who are not preparing themselves for the quiz. But I'm bringing one every Monday or every first day of the week that we have class. We didn't have class Monday because it was a holiday. So they got one yesterday, and I think many of them had forgotten they were going to have one. Yeah, Janae said that's cute. It was one morning. Guess you should be in the group because we heard from her all day. Yes, tell him, Janae, Ward needs to come join the membership. He needs to come join the membership so he can be hearing from me all day long too. Thank you, Janae. I appreciate that. So he can be right in there with everybody, because even though I wasn't on live, we got our numbers early and all the good stuff. I don't know what's going on with this. It's just taking its penny time. I can't see the Forex calendar, but here's our earnings. Today is Thursday, right? So NEO had earnings this morning. Fuel Cell, Toro, Lands End, SAIC, Afamed, G3 had earnings. Shoe Carnival, DZS. That was all this morning before open. Yesterday, after the market closed, though, we had C3 AI. We're going to look at that one. Hewlett Packard Enterprise, ChargePoint. I sure hope they did okay. Credo, Casey's, AeroVironment, Copart, Sprinkler. Yep. The Concrete People and Verent. After market closes today, we're going to have AV Go. This was in one of the anticipated ones. DocuSign will be after here. Zoomies. Rent the Runway. Tomorrow morning, we will also have Big Lots, ABM, Genesco, Brady, and that BP, something in the middle. That's what we're going to have tomorrow. Now looks like the economic data is ready for us to view. Calendar job cuts was at 1%. I'm not sure what this is all about. 9.2 is what it was last time. Now it's at 1. 815 non-farm employment change, 99,000. Anticipated 144. Last time it was 111,000. I can see where that's red. Unemployment claims 227,000. They thought there would be 231. This would be a green number. They didn't make it green, but it's less than it was the last time and less than anticipated. Revised non-farm productivity 2.5 and revised unit labor cost quarter over quarter is 0.4%. At 9:45, we're going to have final services PMI, and then we're going to have ISM services PMI at 10. So these are red and orange folders. Those things are coming right around 10 o'clock turnaround time. So, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? Cooley high. Excuse me. Okay, we're not going to fight with you. And the chart doesn't want to load. I think it's because my Thinkorswim is running, but easy enough. Easy enough. Well, maybe because the Thinkorswim doesn't want to show either. Let's go into Adams numbers before this thing frustrates me. Before this frustrates me. And I know if I do that, it's going to go slow. No. Okay, let's go to Adams numbers. Hey, Nori. Yeah, definitely like being together every morning. I definitely do enjoy being on here. I am pondering whether or not to continue our morning lives to see. I want to see if they're effective because I'm not about wasting. I won't say wasting because I never consider my time in the market wasted, but I'm about spending time that has to be effective time. So if we need to make sure that the time I'm spending in the various places, I need to make sure that the time I'm spending in the various places is effective time, that I'm being effective. Definitely the market. Yeah, when Nvidia sneezes, the rest of the market does catch a cold. Here is Adams numbers for the day. Yesterday, 5507 was a key support as posted in the SPX. I was looking for a rally off of it to 5542, calling it an ATM machine, and we held it an incredible 9 times since yesterday alone. Plan today is no change. 5507 is support, which is weak now. Keeping 5531, 5530. That's probably a different number. 5531, 5530. That number wouldn't be that close. Oh, no, it's what it says here. I do know how to subtract. I think he made a mistake there, but we'll work it out. Back to the screen I was on. There we go. 5531, 5530, 5566 plus level. If 07 or 5507 fails, then we sell to 5490 and 5480. If you're trading XSP, we've got 557 on the call credit spread side and 548 on the put credit spread side. The gap between ES and SPX is about 12 right now. That gap is about 12. Well, there it is. This was here all the time. It was my fault that I didn't have it up. Okay, so that's what we got for Adam from Adam's numbers. Yeah, for those of you who are starting to look or continuing to look at Peakbot, remember Peakbot will enter all those equities for you. You can pick actually all the other stocks you pick too, but it will definitely enter SPX. It will enter XSP, Triple Q, SPY, IWM, and RUT. Not RUT, NDX. It will do NDX. It will do all those stocks for you in a automated fashion. And the algorithm and the bot will control or will do some stuff. If it comes time at the end of the day and the bot sees that you're, breached or whatever else, it will make moves for you. So on that stock, of course, the bot doesn't do anything in your account for any particular stock that you don't ask it to. It's only going to function on the stock that you have. But if it's like breached in those areas, the bot will make the moves that it's programmed to make on your behalf to try to preserve your capital and those kind of things. So definitely consider use peakbot.com/E2T. Use peakbot.com/E2T. It's basically automated trading for sellers. Automated trading for us sellers. All right. Janae says the gap was about 7 yesterday. It's getting closer. And the ATR for SPX 63 from 105. ATR, SPX. Okay. Definitely. Gotcha. Average true range. That 105 is a series. That's a lot of volatility there. This is SPX we're looking at on the chart. And this is the 15-minute candle. So the 15-minute candle, this first is the first candle. It's going to close here soon. So those who look for your opening range breakout, you're going to be able to put your lines on and see what happens after that. What else did I say we were going to look at? We were going to look at AI, right? The C3 AI, to see what they did coming out of earnings. They had a gap down. That's what happened. They had a gap down. But they were definitely on the recovery mode, gap down and coming back up. So now, after this is C3 AI, may be an opportunity to trade going upwards. As you see the next candle, we, of course, need to see that it's continuing in that direction, that it really wants to continue trying to fill the gap that was created. Remember, gaps are from the close of one candle to the open of the next candle. That's the gap that has to be filled, right? Speaking of gaps, we're covering gaps tonight on the charting challenge. Those of you who are on the charting challenge. Okay, let's see. What would we look at for AI if you were looking at it? How is that here? Did we have a trade on AI? Was that on our list for the week? I don't feel like that was on our list. Why do I have a position here? Anyway, let's look at singles. Looking at maybe a put credit spread. What do y'all think? Let's see. Look at the chart real quick. What do y'all think? Do we do a put credit spread or call credit spread with tomorrow's expiration? You could look at above the gap, which is 23. You could do that because the top of the gap is going to provide resistance. Let's look on both sides. Put credit spread side would be down at 18.19. It's a plus minus 1.2. Yeah, 19 would potentially work. And on the top side, I said 23 was the top of the gap, right? 23 would be here. That's a 95% probability to have the money. Really, 22 should be fine. Let's look here. 19, 18 and a half. I would definitely widen this so we could see what was there. We'll make it a one spread, and it's paying what, $14? $14 on the put credit spread side. Not so bad. Let's confirm and send. This is in our sim. We when you're in the sim, you're millionaires. Sim millionaires. And then we can look at 22 and make it 22, 23, turn it into an iron condor. And that takes $6 more. So we're going to pull in a total of 20. I'm not a super fan of that. $20, nah, it's okay. 20, because we now know that there's, some stuff we can see that will provide really good premiums for a day. Which, speaking of which, I want us to look at Ulta, because I closed my Ulta trade yesterday. We had looked at Ulta last Friday. I think we looked at Ulta, and I closed mine yesterday. One of those days. But Ulta had a really good. You know what? I was looking at that let's look at it on the daily. Look at Ulta, how it's just climbing back. I closed mine. Mine was an iron condor. But looking here, it basically is gapped over, basically skipped over this gap down to partway through the gap and then has climbed its way back out. But there's still some gap now down here that's going to need to be filled. And the top of this gap, as you can see, is providing some resistance. But if we were looking at Ulta for tomorrow, we're looking at Ulta for tomorrow. Let's see what Ulta provides for tomorrow. Okay, so I would look at here, what, 344? And then above the gap and above these resistance of 368. Let's just see. Let's see, 344 and 368. Let's see what the trade looks like on the for tomorrow. Tomorrow expiration for Ulta. Now down here, all of this is 2.5. So we might be able to get some, because what I had, one of them was 5 and I had two of the 2.5s. So if you're looking at, a little safer, 355 down here, plus or minus 8. Plus or minus 8 does put you at 355. And the plus 8 would put you at, what, 370, 371? I probably would do 372.5, yep, or 370. 355 and 370. Let's see. 370 is going to pay $40. Ooh, have mercy. 370 pays $40 and 355 pays almost another $40. So $77 with the 2.5 spread. Let's pull our calculator out. 77 divided by 250. That is a 30% return between today and tomorrow. What am I looking for? What you looking for? We got what you looking for. What you looking for? We got what you looking for. I'm looking at Ulta. That's what we're looking for. 355 and 370. Trade at your own risk. Yeah. Trade at your own risk. Yeah. Let's go back to the chart before they come looking for me for copyright infringement on singing the songs. And you know they will. You sing too many bars of a song, they be tripping. Here we go. Let's look at SPY. Just SPY on the daily. Yesterday came right down to this gap, tapped it and said, nope, not yet. This shooter, though, looks like it wanted to do a little more down. And we're still early in the day. We only been in the market for, what, 19 minutes? Right, 19 minutes. So let's see. But this gap here, this is SPY. This is what it's doing today, kind of forming an upper wick a little bit, trying to see what we're going to do. It's underneath our moving averages. And the moving averages are turning down. They're coming back together. Yeah, this is the going up. Green on top, going up. Green coming back to cross. Ooh, maybe coming down. We'll see. We'll have to watch and see. This big old red candle from Tuesday, I guess this was, didn't help us merch, did it? Let's see what triple Q's looking like. Somewhat similar. See if I can grab this gap and move it over so we can see where was the gap. Where is the gap? Because that is a gap. Okay, that triple Q, it's got a little, the tech is trying to have some strength. It's trying to do what it do, trying to have some strength. Let's go look at the trades we have on. I wanted us to monitor the ones that we have on our list. Right, we've got some ones on our, let me see if I can make this bigger so everybody can see. Ooh, not there. Maybe here? Nope, not there. It must be here. Oh, yeah, application settings, because this looks kind of small to y'all. Sure. Here we go. Our AI trade I just turned on right now. I believe I did. I might have had more than one. I think I had a few. Now we can't look at it because I convoluted it by adding some more to it. BABA is at I don't really have a plus minus percentage here. Let me see. I need to edit this because I don't need market change, trade price, mark. Oh, I need mark. Days, quantity. Yeah, I need those. But I also need P&L percent. P&L percent so we can see. Come on. Okay. So I can see what the percentage of, there we go. I might should move it. P&L percentage to see how much of a profit it's already at. 27% profit is where BABA is. It expires tomorrow. It's doing good, our BABA trade. Baidu, 75% profitability. It's about ready to close. It actually could close. If I was trading this live, right? If I was in my live account, I would close this. I close about between 50 and 70%. I like 70, but sometimes I go with 50 because it's just better on your constitutions. If you do Baidu, the Citigroup trade was, I think Citigroup was supposed to be both sides, an iron condor, and it looks like only one side of it picked up, but it's 61. It's above 61 right now. So the trade is still good. It's not breached, but it's just hanging out. So we got to let that one do its thing, right? Got to let it keep going. Caesar is yep, it's ready to close. The sell leg is 35, but we're at 37 right now. So we're definitely ready to close that. DoorDash, 126. It's still good. Yeah, put credit spread. It's still good. It's just these premiums are looking wonky, I guess. But 126.53 is where the price is, and our sell leg is 125 on the put side. So that one's still doing what it's supposed to be doing. Datadog is still positive. Still a positive trade. We took in $10, and it's now currently looks like it's at 8, which is weird looking. Right, call credit spread 120. It's way below 120. I bet if you put in the order to close this where you want it was like $1 or $2, it would close. Disney, 70% profit. It's good. Google, 91%. It's good. I'm not sure if you traded Google this week, Tanya, but that trade is good. The 167.5, 170 from the list is good. Kroger, good trade. Love, on the other hand, Love is climbing, which is Southwest Airlines, and we had a call credit spread. I think Love was on the Iron Condor list too. We had a 30 call credit spread, but it's currently it's partially breached here, 30.34. And when I'm partially breached, basically I have a 3x. Basically I try to go with the 3x. So if I took in this case $10, if it got to above $30, that's where I would close it. That's your risk management way that you can work. She went from 90s Kirk Franklin to the 70s Bee Gees in 2 sentences. Listen, the music that runs through my head is constant. The music must be the music. It stays with me all day. I won't say it feels like Tourette's, but when I'm talking, like a song will pop into my head for everything I say almost. And sometimes it's distracting. 39 call credit spread, 36 is current price. So this is actually it's not looking like it's fine, but it is because we got a call credit spread at 39 and the current price is 36. So this is, yeah, that's looking backwards right there. The bid ask spread on MGM must be weird. Now this one's in the money. The 101 put credit spread, it is down at $100.05. This was almost completely breached on Morgan Stanley. Morgan Stanley has dropped versus running up. It has run down, right? It has run down. That one's not doing so well. Net, same thing. Net is fully breached on Net as well. It's a put credit spread, but a lot of stuff that was looking like it was going to be bullish turned out to be bearish looking this week. Oracle is still yet holding on. I'm yet holding on. SE is doing good. It's, put credit spread 76, current price is 79. It's doing well. SLB, which is Slumberger, 44.5, call credit spread 43.5. Sorry, it's doing fine. It can actually be closed. The Trade Desk, 102, it's still doing fine. Exxon, I believe, was on the Iron Condor list. The other side didn't pick up. But the put credit spread side is in the money, which is not good, right? And then we've got Zoom, which is a positive trade at this point. This is all the ones that have filled. We had some, I must have made my working orders good till canceled because they're now gone. They went away. Okay. What stock do we want to look at? Did we have stocks we wanted to look at? Yeah, I'm definitely going to Sarah Day. We go do some singing. Tanya said that she's got Google and Triple Q. Good job. Hey, Tiva. I don't think I said good morning. Hi. Hi. All righty. I mentioned this already, but I'm swinging back. I'm doing a what's it called? I'm spinning the block on it. Thursday, which is today, 9/5, we're doing gaps. This is the plan that we have for the charting challenge. So we're meeting every couple of days, basically. We'll meet today. We'll have another uh, practice session on Saturday morning. We'll have that where people will push their own buttons, and I'll just be there to help guide and talk. But people will push buttons while they've got an overseer that can watch and see what we're doing, right? Because listen to me is one thing, because I know there's people who be on here and I'll be talking about stuff and they doing everything but listening and watching. They just listening, they're not watching. And maybe that's happening sometimes when we're getting trained as well. I want to make sure that we got times that we can push our own buttons too. Tiva says, if you're trying to determine if these calls are worth the time, see how many people are watching. You currently have 20 people watching. The numbers are climbing. Thank you. Actually, over here, it says on my screen here, I see 54 people that are watching. So yeah, thank you, Tiva. I appreciate that. Don't say anything, but Jamie is going to be like, I told you. That's my dude, though. That's my dude. That's my dude. Here's Elf. I think I saw somebody, Tanya, put Elf in the chat. Let me see if Elf got some stuff that Ulta, maybe between Elf and Elf and Alpha, we can find us some trades. This is Elf. Looks like Elf is on a bit of a downwards ride. What would you say? What would you say? It's been on a downwards ride. I don't like really any of those. So let's go here. I would need to put this on a line so I can see if there's something else in the middle. In the middle of it. Anything in the middle of it. Pretty much here. All this is just momentum. Let's see if there's something back here. There's a spot here. All of this is where there's a small chair looking thing here. You slide off of it. If you had too much butt, you'd slide off that little chair. So let's not call it that. Okay. Nope, I don't want another one of those. So let's see, between these two levels, we do have some support and some resistance between 143 and 132. So we've got, and let's go to the trade area and see what we have. Plus or minus 5 over here to the right. We want to respect that plus or minus 5. So that puts us at 130 and about 140. 130 is at 82. I probably would go with 78, but 130, 131. And then over here, you've got 140. 131 and 140. 140 is paying $37. What the world? For a one spread? Wait a minute. That's for Tanya. What the whole world? There ain't no volume there, though. On that particular trade. What the world? Open interest at 142, there's 109, but that ain't gonna be as much merchies. It's $12 there. Plus minus 5 puts us at like 141. I move up 1. That's $5. So something is not right with that 140. I don't know how that's $50. I'm going to confirm and send because I want to see what it does when it goes into, because sometimes you pick it like that. And then when you go to monitor the working order. Oh no, it's still show. Oh no, here we go. $17. That's more accurate. $17 makes more sense. When it was showing 47, I was like, there's no way it's paying 47 and it ain't like right on top of it. So $15 is something that makes more sense. Okay, let's go with $15. And then we were looking at 131. 131 pays another $12. So for $27, I push up one. For $27, you're gonna have an iron condor on ELF. It's about a 27% return. Listen, y'all know I do impersonations. I do Jamie impersonations. Jamie, I do not say it in that voice. Oh, thank you, Carmen. Don't forget to like. Go ahead and put your thumb up and like the video. Don't forget to do the liking of the video. When you do that, it pushes YouTube and those to say, yeah, go over there and see what she's doing. People over there liking it. People over there liking it. Here we go. I need to make sure I record this because I want to show waste. Man, where did my pencil go? I want to show waste. I need to show a big gap. I was looking for a big gap to put in my graphic for today, and looks like this one on waste management is here and consistently being filled. It's not filling fast, but it's filling steady. There we go. It's kind of hit and turned back, but it is still trying to do its thing. It's hanging in the gap though. Waste management. So let's see, up here at the top of this, we've got 216. The bottom of the gap, we've got 203. 216, 203. We do have some supports and resistance in the middle of the gap, right around in here. We've got another one here, 214. And of course, the top of the gap is going to also provide some support. Resistance, support, resistance, same. It's going to provide a place to stop and turn around. Okay, let's go look and see what kind of trade we might see on waste management. Waste management is 2.5. For tomorrow, we got a plus minus 2.8. So plus minus 3 puts us at like 210. What, 210? That would be very close. That would feel very, very close. It says 82% probability out of the money, though. 210 and 205. Ah, la, la. Okay, let's go. 210 and 205. 205 is paying $17. And 210 is paying $17. So for $34 for a 2.5 spread, not quite as good as Ulta, but that's more than 10%. You were trying to figure out the pivot point. Is there one yet? Yes. Pivot point on which stock? I'm not sure what is going on with you. There we go. The pivot point on which stock? SPY, SPX, is that what you're looking for? Did you put your pivot point on your indicators? Is that Stacy? Did you put pivot points on your indicators? Let me move this over so that way. Oh, what was that? What was that noise? Did y'all hear that bing? Bing. I'm not sure what that was. Okay. This is SPX. I need to go to the next screen because that's where the pivots are. Here we go. Pivot points. Looks like this is not SPX. So I was going to say, looks like we're right at it, but that's AstraZeneca. SPX, the pivot point is at 55.25. 55.25.58 is where the pivot point is. SPX hopped on and went on about its way. If you were looking at the 15-minute breakout, looks like it has done the breaking, right? Breakout would have been, let me put some lines on here so y'all can see. This was the top of the 15-minute candle and the bottom of the 15-minute candle for those who do opening range breakout. Second candle pushed and third candle is out. No problem, Stacy. But yeah, it's going. Just one of the first resistance on SPX is showing at 55.47, and it's making some moves. But keep in mind, we are at 10 o'clock, and there was some news that just came out. I don't know if that news, what that news said or did. 9:45, the PMI. 55.7 final services PMI and 51.5 on the ISM. So they were anticipating 51.3. It's at 51.5. They didn't show it as red or green. And I don't know what these numbers mean. Let's see what ISM services PMI is. Above 50 indicates industry expansion. Below indicates contraction. Source change series from unadjusted to seasonally adjusted. It's a leading indicator of economic health. Businesses react quickly to market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight into the company's view of economy. Okay. This basically surveys 300 purchasing managers and asks respondents to rate the relative level of business conditions, including employment, production, new orders, prices, supplier deliveries, and inventories. Okay. Here's some previous numbers. Like it gotten below the 50 before, but now it's still above. Last month was 51.4, and now it's at 51.5. So I don't know if I'd see that as supposed to be below 50, right? Or above 50 indicates industry expansion. Below indicates contraction, not contradiction, contraction. So is above 50 good or below 50 good? I got to learn some more economics. Listen, I was not interested in anything that was social studies based. Period. Not a thing. Hold on. Okay. I wanted to go here to look at our alerts. So listen, the alerts are $5 a week. $5 a week. And you get this if you listen, if you make an extra $5 a day on an iron condor, you paid for it for the week. All right, please go ahead and do yourself the favor. Let me refresh this and get the alerts. It's literally $5 a week. And I know that if you buy one coffee or coffee is anywhere, you don't spend that $5. Right? So I'm not sure why. Oh, it's doing this thing. It's like, why? I'm not sure why it's not updating here, because it should be updating. Why is it not showing new? It needs to be showing new. I need new. Because I wanted to see if there was something that was there of interest for our trades for today. Today's Thursday. So Thursday, we can be looking for trades for the upcoming week. We can be looking for trades for tomorrow. If we want to do that too, we can do that as well. We hadn't looked here in a while at the freebies page. We got the freebies page. We hadn't looked here in a minute. Free charting cheat sheet, charting webinar. Yeah. All the free stuff. E2T-freebies is the page. Right? That is the page there. Peakbot's not wanting to fill in. I need you to fill in. It's still showing yesterday's time frame for this update. I wonder if that's something going on with me or going on with them. Okay, where are we? Ward says, to me, Jamie sounds like Kenan Thompson from Saturday Night Live. Okay, I think I've covered everything I was gonna cover. Let me see if I left anything inside my my slides. Right, we didn't look here, but we looked at the result of the trades list for the week. We looked at the result of that. I really want the alerts screen to be acting right now. I'm not sure. I can check with them and make sure they had made some change, some chicken change. Here's our list for the week. All right, I'm going to go look at Ulta. Yes, I is. See if Ulta can offer me a few dollars for between today and tomorrow. That may be where I put my interest. And then let's go into our trader's declaration. I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader. I declare I'm a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses. My accounts growing more and more each week. I'm a wise and knowledgeable trader. I always make smart and lucrative decisions for my portfolios. I declare I'm a level-headed trader who does not trade my emotions. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. You teach our hands to war and our fingers to fight. Help us today to trade wisely, strategically. Give us more than enough so we can have what we need and enough to be a blessing to others in Jesus' name. I want you to know I really do appreciate you all hanging out with me. I appreciate y'all coming and listening to my antics and just letting me be who I am. I really do appreciate that. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Pass the word to the folks that we're here. We really are here every morning at 9:30 to do what we do. We have a membership. I'm there. We are basically trading together. We're in our Telegram group. When I say trading together, people are in their individual spaces and we're there. I'm there to help and assist. When I do like the charting challenge and all these other things, everybody who's in the membership gets to be a part of all those things, like automatically it's included. So consider joining the membership for the charting challenge and beyond. Okay, consider joining and hanging out with us and hanging out with me. Okay, why did I just get so hot? I feel like I got hot. It's these flashes. Oh, I'm having these flashes. Oh, anyway. All right, you all. Let's do two things today. I want y'all to stay green and I want you to get this money. All right. I'll see you all in the market. Goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.